Hey guys, it's Catherine, and today I'm going to be discussing the novel Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe by Benjamin Alire Saenz. This book was published in the year 2012, so it's relatively new, and it begins in the summer of 1987, where Aristotle, or Ari as he prefers to be called, goes to his local pool and meets a boy named Dante who teaches him how to swim, and they become really fast friends. And the novel chronicles their friendship and their development of their relationship and them sort of finding themselves, particularly Ari finding himself. One thing I really enjoyed about this novel were the families within the novel, because in a lot of young adult novels, the parents aren't really significant, they're not around, involved, they've passed away or something, and in Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe, both boys have really good sets of parents. Now, Ari's family does have their own issues because they have his older brother that no one really talks about, and Ari's father was in the Vietnam War and has PTSD, and so trying to deal with that. But Ari's relationship with his mother is fantastic, and they grow to have a better relationship throughout the novel, and by the end of the novel, his parents are very loving and supportive, and have really shown that they're there for Ari and helped him grow and develop as a person. And some of that is influenced by Aristotle seeing the way that Dante and his parents interact. And Dante has a wonderful relationship with his parents, and they are super close, they're best friends, and they get along really well, which is very not the typical for a young adult novel. So I really enjoyed that. There's diversity within the novel as well, because Aristotle and Dante are both Mexican American boys, and they're trying to figure out how to be themselves, how to be American while still holding on to their Mexican heritage and not being stereotyped or treated differently because of their Mexican heritage. One of my favorite scenes is Dante has this huge aversion to shoes. He hates them, he wants to go everywhere barefoot. He takes off his shoes just about everywhere he goes, that he even takes them off on the public bus and takes them off in a movie theater, and they end up having to go back for them. He even makes up a game where they're throwing shoes, and it's basically a game that he made up so that he can beat up on his shoes because he does not like to wear them. And Dante's mom wants him to wear shoes because she says, we can afford shoes, we want to present ourselves a certain way, you don't want to come across as another poor Mexican kind of situation, which was just really interesting to me, and I saw the theme of diversity kind of developing throughout the novel as the boys find themselves. And a big portion of this novel, probably the main theme of the novel overall, is finding yourself, and that's something that everyone can relate to, because everyone has to go through a period of who am I and who do I want to be. I really think that the themes that are shown in this novel and the topics covered are what makes it really interesting and applicable to people of all ages and all races and diversity, and I think really anyone can enjoy it and find something to relate to within the story that moves them in some way. And personally, for me, there's a quote that stuck out to me, and it says, "We all fight our own private wars," and that's on page 359. And that's something that not a lot of people think about, and it's something that a lot of people wish, looking back, they would have realized sooner, and maybe they would have treated people differently or made more friends because they were more understanding that everyone's going through something. And that's something that I really ruminated on after reading this novel, and it just was a good reminder that yes, we're all going through something, and some people go through completely different things that you may never understand, and it's important just to keep that in mind when you're dealing with people and dealing with other people's emotions. But yeah, that's what I thought of this book, and I think that everybody should give it a read because you can definitely find something to relate to and something that will stick with you. There are so many beautiful lines, and I hope you find one that sticks with you and that you really enjoy. There are so many things that I couldn't even talk about without spoiling the plot for you a little bit, so I hope you go ahead and read Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe for yourself, and thanks for watching. Bye!